Well, you should have seen the smiles on the women's faces when I said, hey, I've got Deborah Wiener on from Design Solutions on how to deslob your house and your husband. And the guys would frown and the women would smile.
Hey, you know what? The guys should be happy, too, because I'm a big advocate for embracing the slob. I'm not trying to change anyone who's a slob, and, they're not all men. Some are women. Some are kids. I'm all for relaxing, stop yelling, stop trying to change, and decorate your house so that your slob can live there happily and you're not going to get yourself all upset.
Hey, let's back up on the yelling. I'm going to have you, after the show, you stay on the line. I'm going to let you contact my wife. And then why I can say that?
Contacted me.
Maybe that's right. I'm going to have her call you. The thing is, it doesn't matter. I can say whatever I want because she don't ever listen anyway.
The most important thing is to decorate your home for the way you really live, and that is going to solve the better part of your problem. So many of us, put furniture in a living room and then don't let anyone in.
They don't want them to sit on it.
Oh, exactly. Or they buy, a dining table and chairs, and then they put towels down on the chairs before you can actually dine at the table, or they're screaming and yelling not to go into a room with your shoes on. And to me, that's foolish, and it makes us crazy, and we all wind up having to take antidepressants. So instead...
Hey, you know what? I think they just put... That's a good point, Deborah.
Really, why make yourself crazy? Wouldn't it be so much smarter to decorate your home for the slobs who live there, to anticipate that people are going to make a mess, that if you sit at the dining table, food's going to spill on the chair, and if you let your kids spend the evening watching videos in the family room, there are probably going to be crumbs all over the furniture in the morning. If you know this is going to happen, put indestructible, slob-proof furnishings in your home, and you're going to be so much happier. Nothing's going to get ruined. I think it's so expensive to buy furniture and so time-consuming to go shopping. You got to get it right and protect your investment and your sanity. So you know what I did, you guys?
What?
I actually put together a new collection of furniture called Slobproof with Crypton. Launching it.
Wait a minute, is that like Superman kryptonite stuff or something like that? What is that?
Hey, let me tell you what Crypton is. Crypton is a company most of us have never heard of. They have been making for 15 years totally indestructible fabrics for commercial use, and now they're going residential. They've got gorgeous colors and patterns, soft fabrics that would feel good if you fell asleep on it, and all of this stuff cleans up to whatever, and I mean whatever gets thrown on it by mistake or deliberately.
I don't know, Bobby. I don't know about your kids. But
hey, Deborah, I don't know. Is that for the husband of the house or whatever, or is that for kids or for everybody?
For everybody, babies, pets.
I don't know, Deborah. I think my kids could probably break through that Crypton stuff.
I don't think they could, because just like Superman, Crypton is good looking and can't be beat.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Well, so now, why did you create that? For that reason?
I created it because I work with clients and I decorate my own home, and I'm tired of wondering and guessing, will this stuff hold up? And when a client is looking at a $2,000 or $3,000 sofa and wondering, will this look good in 6 months? I don't want to keep them guessing. So I just went ahead and put together a collection with this fabric company of really affordable. Hey, I got sofas starting at $9.99. Really affordable, indestructible, comfortable, good-looking furniture that takes the guesswork out of the equation.
Wow.
Man, I tell you, Deborah, you're talking about this great product. Where can we see it? Where can we buy it? Is it locally here? Do we have to look at it on the internet, or how can we get a hold of it or look at it?
It's coming to you.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm looking at the door here. We're going to be looking for it.
It's up on my website starting September 20th at slobproof.com.
Slobproof.
It's going to be featured in a Southern Living magazine show house in Washington, D.C.
Wow.
And as fast as we can get it on the road, we're taking it, because you know what? I think the time has come for us to embrace our inner slobs and decorate for the way we really live. And if you're going to save money, you're going to get a better value because you know your stuff is going to last, And when you come home at the end of a stressful day, you are not going to be yelling at the kids to get their feet off the sofa. Wouldn't that be a nice thing?
That's great.
Hey, let me tell you, you brought up some very good points. When I was growing up, my mother was a surgical nurse. And when we came home, it was shoes off at the door, no jumping on the beds. I would make my bed in the morning before going to school. When I come back, it looked like everything was remade. Of course, she'd tuck the corners and tuck the points, and you could bounce a quarter off that thing. So, she always kept that. And she did. But, you can still go to my mom's house today, and you could fry an egg, throw it on that hardwood floor and eat it, and you wouldn't even, you would just get the egg taste. You wouldn't have anything else. She still keeps a very neat and immaculate home. But that's pretty good stuff. I like that.
Hey, your mom is wonderful for doing that. I don't know where she found the time, but most of us are running out of the house with dirty dishes in the sink, beds unmade in my home.
That's what we do.
Yeah, laundry everywhere. My kids get home before I do. I, only hope they thought about using a napkin when they take a snack, but I can't guarantee it. So I want it in my own home. Furniture that would clean up in a snap. If I find leftover pizza crusts on my sofa cushion, I want to know that I can just wipe off any grease and it's going to look like new all over again, because I don't want to have to go and buy new fabric and a new sofa. It's too expensive. This way, I'm taking the guesswork out. You can rest assured that your husband and kids can make it through football season, baseball season, hockey season, whatever season, playoffs, whatever. Nothing is going to ruin that furniture. It is all going to clean up like new. And that's why I'm using this fabric company, Crypton, because that's exactly what they do. And when you buy this furniture, you can rest assured that investment is going to last. And that's the most important thing. Do it once, do it right, and then go get a big screen TV.
Big screen TV. I like that. Now I want to bring back a point. When we had you on before, we talked about that, and seriously, I know you, because I know your business and what you do, and that's why I want to ask this question. It is tough. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how my parents did it. They had 3 kids. I've got 3 kids. They always told me if you have kids later in life, you'll be a little more patient. That's not true. I can't. That's not working for me. And then, of course, I married a Catholic Italian New Yorker, so you know how that's going around the house. But I want to ask. You told me at the time, and we talked about, and I said, well, I'm going to ask her this question. You said that you actually leave the dirty dishes in the sink, and that there is laundry stacked on the living room table, and maybe on the chair or on the stairwell going up the steps, and you made a great point that it's your the children and your family is most important to you in your life. I was pretty, I guess, OCD about, when I was single, I had everything immaculate, and my mom taught me that, I guess, and put that in there. But today, it's different. And I have a hard time sometimes adjusting to that. And no, I don't take Cymbalta or Prozac or any of the other stuff. What is your suggestion, and why? How did it work for you?
Well, I didn't start off this way. I started off, honestly, as a house Nazi. I mean, the moment company would leave, I would be fluffing up every pillow so it looked like nobody had ever been in the house. My goal in life was for my home to look like it was ready for a photo shoot at any given moment. If I saw a crumb on the floor, I could not walk out the door without picking up that crumb. Every chair was tucked in perfectly at the table. Every, fluff on my bed skirt was perfect. I was nuts. I let my house control me. And I really did marry a slob. My husband takes sloppiness to a new level. It's as if he spends his days thinking of new things to do.
How can I mess with her when I get home?
He is unbelievable, but I love him, and I actually like him. And I found we fought a lot about the house. We fought a lot about keeping things clean, and when I stopped to think about it, I was happy in my family life, except for the fact that everyone was making a mess, and I wanted to change. I couldn't stand the stress of it. I couldn't stand coming home and seeing the countertop filled with, mustard and mayo and everything from making lunch. And all I did was complain when I got home that I had to clean up. I didn't see that the real good thing was I could go out, my family was fine, they took care of themselves. I only focused on what mess did they leave me.